Guys, come on in. You coach right behind you. Okay, we need Andrew down here, Jacob here, Darius here, and Coach right here, Coach Taylor right here. Congratulations, guys. You're right down here.
Wait, who right here?
Y'all two swap. Coach, make any opening comments. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, St. Jude Coach Earl Taylor, coach of the 2014 state champions in Class 1A.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for giving us the opportunity to be here. And I also want to congratulate Parrish. There is no loser this time of the year. Anybody that makes it to the Final 48, they're a good team. But I also want to tell the city of St. Jude and what these young men, student athletes, have accomplished over the last 3 years is outstanding. It's number 10 for the school. For the Alabama High School Athletic Association, it's number 8. It's not bad for a small school. We said a small but mighty Pirates. We represent what we do at our school.
Question for Coach or players?
Coach, you guys got off to such a hot start. You jumped out 21-2. What were you guys doing so well during that stretch?
Well, from watching them play, meaning Parrish, the other day, we figured we could put pressure on their guards and try to get them out of their rhythm. But whomever we play, that is our game plan. We lead with our defense. The defense generates our offense. With the type of players that we have, I figured if we put pressure on the ball and get them out of their rhythm, and we happen to convert and make free throws and rebound, we can play with anybody. Not bragging, but we played a schedule that some 6A schools wouldn't play. And that's a contribute to these student athletes that I have and the dedication they put in from day one. We actually started preparing for this game last year this time. So these guys said in their mind, Coach, we're gonna do it again, and I like that. And I've been giving them a hard time, but they said they bagged up what they said. So hey, I want to congratulate them. Thank you, guys.
Other questions?
Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations, guys. Just to the players, how does it feel back to back?
It feels great. I mean, words can't even explain how happy I am right now for my teammates and I. We want to thank God for allowing us to make it here again. Coach, we promised Coach that we was gonna win another one after last season, so we got we came and we won, and it's just a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. You know, I want to thank God for that. It was just, it's real bittersweet for me because, you know, it's my last game. So, I don't know. I kind of didn't want it to end. I wish I was still playing right now. I wish I could wake up every day and play the same game over and over again. I do it every day. So, I mean, it feels good.
It feels good. I like to thank God first, then Coach Taylor for preparing us for this. And it feels good to repeat and do it again.
Coach, you said that you was hard on them all year, but you knew you had something special with those guys. At what point did you exhale and say, okay, yeah, all that hard being on them has paid off?
When that final horn went off, I'm the type of coach I want to play from when we start till we finish. Even the guys that came in, the subs, if you looked, I was still pushing them to make sure they ran the sets and knew what we were doing. That's what it's all about. A lot of times people look at the W's and the L's, but it's not all about that. It's about knowing and learning the system and being able to compete with knowledge of the game. And a lot of times kids get the misconception about how many points you score, and that's life. But my thing is, if you can rebound, you rebound. If you're a good defensive player, you're a good defensive player. Whatever it takes to help your team, and that's what St. Jude and what I stand for about.
Other questions?
I'm sorry.
Ladarius, Drew, what's Jude's shot at a three-peat?
I knew it.
Well, they can do it. Like I got faith in Jacob and the returning and Anthony, and we still got Tommy and the rest of them. They can do it. I ain't gonna doubt them. I'll be looking forward to coming back here next year, watching them play, win them another state championship.
Other questions? Okay.
I know as long as they got Coach Taylor still coaching at St. Jude, the chances for a repeat is for a three-peat is very high. So As long as they got Coach Taylor, that's all they need.
Other questions? Player or coach?
Take that one. You seem like you're sweating this question.
Well, I figured that question was going to come up, and to be honest with you, I was going to try to prep them before we got in here. Like anything else, anybody that wins, you look forward to defending your title. You never know how God's going to lead you, how things are going to fall. But again, if everybody has done their job, the people that are coming up, they might not be as talented as Brinson or as Mr. Rogers, but if they know their role and play within the system, then of course we will be able to try to get another state championship.
But you're going to enjoy this one today.
Oh,
right?
yes, sir. You're exactly right.
Other questions for coach or players? Well, Coach, I know there'll be some over here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll see y'all next year.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Don't do that.
Oh.
Okay, Parrish, you sit here. You go right there. Guys, y'all were here the other day. You're out of mind work. We started talking to them. And Coach Burns, congratulations on a great season. Any opening comments? Ladies and gentlemen, Class 1A runner-up, Parrish High School, coached by Heath Burns.
Well, it was a tough game. I mean, we were definitely playing a really good team, and we knew that going into it. But my guys, that they fought to the end, and I know it's been tough in the locker room back there. But you know, that game doesn't define who my kids are and what they've accomplished, not just on the court but off the court as well. These kids are kids that have reached people across the state in their faith, in their growth of their spirituality, and I'll never forget this team. It's a wonderful group of young men.
Question for coach or players?
For any of you guys, you just got off to such a slow start, and the deficit got so big so early. What were they doing that made them so effective during that opening stretch? And conversely, what were you guys unable to do?
Well, we had worked on breaking that 2-2-1, and we were moving it back and forth with putting it on the floor. And, you know, when you put it on the floor, that adds a second, you know, or half second. And so you saw in the second half we started moving it without putting it on the floor, and we were able to break that pressure. But, you know, they do a good job with their length. It's hard to break that when you got length like that because there's no gaps in the middle, there's no gaps on the sideline, and they stretch out and do a good job in it. But we didn't control our skip passes like we should have. The guard to passing lane guard in the middle was open, but after we made one pass to the sideline, the skip was open. And we finally started making that pass, and when we did that, we had a lot of success with getting it to the middle of the floor because you got to attack the middle of the floor when you see pressure like that.
Other questions?
Coach, how would you describe the athleticism of that team? Have y'all seen anything quite like that this year?
No, we've not seen anything like that. They shoot it well. Well, you know, on film we didn't see them make as many shots as they did today. You know, they were wonderful from the free throw line. They shot it well from the perimeter. They're big inside. They're physical. They're quick. There's not anything they don't have. You know, they have good guards. They have good post play, but they've got good slashers. But we've not seen anything like that. And it you know, passing lanes close down a lot quicker when you got guys that are 6'5" and 6'6" that are also very quick and athletic. So it was a different game for us, and I thought we adjusted in the second half pretty good, but we just, you know, in the first quarter and in the second quarter, we just allowed them to jump on us so quick. It just took a lot of energy to try to catch anything, catch a break or catch them. So,
Laverius, you picked up a couple of quick fouls again, had to go over to the side. How frustrating was that, particularly considering how much you guys were struggling early in the ball game?
It was very frustrating, wanting to be there for the team. And I knew I was hurting them inside because, they had big post players too. But once I got that second foul, I knew we were going to be in trouble inside because they too long and too strong, and they're aggressive. We play really hard, though. Just hate for it to end that way.
Other questions, players or coach?
Coach, talk about what the seniors have meant to this program. I know you've had 3 years with them now.
Right. We talked about that a little in the locker room. I don't know another group of seniors that have meant more to this school, this community, this program than Labarius Hill, Jermichael Harris, and Reginald Harris. They've meant so much to me. They mean so much to their teammates. Great players to me are defined by how they make people around them better. And these three make people around them better. And I'm not just talking about on the floor. They're great kids. When we talk about family, we stress family in our community, in our school, and especially on our team. And these three, they carry that out. They're the foundation of that family, and they have been wonderful seniors for us. And I tell you what, they will be sorely, sorely missed. And they're wonderful young men, and I know that all three will be successful in life, and they'll attack life just like they did the game of basketball.
Other questions for players or coach?
I apologize, guys. Just had really a couple questions. Coach, the press obviously got to you guys early. When did you sense, hey, we better start changing some stuff up here, or this could get out of hand?
Well, we sensed that pretty quick. They went on a little. We started out the game. We come out, we run a little set, and we got up 2-0. But before you knew it was 10-2, and we realized we needed to do something different. But it really wasn't. What we do to break that, it wasn't. It would work, but we just weren't skipping the ball across from one side to the other. We weren't seeing that because of their length. And they have a lot to do with that when you're 6'5", 6'6", and athletic, and 6'8", and athletic, and your guards are quick. That deters a lot of passing lanes, and we had a lot of trouble with it. So we saw pretty quick that we were going to have trouble with the 2-2-1. We seen them play. We call it a 50 press, a diamond type press, where they deny the inbounds, but they didn't do that much because they didn't have to, because they allow their length to make you self-destruct, and we were doing that. We self-destructed. We made a lot of passes and made a lot of unforced errors just by seeing their length, and I think that was a key point in the game.
Coach, just the last thing. What team had you played before that's similar to them, to St. Jude?
I don't think there's one similar to St. Jude. I think they're probably the best team that we've seen. I would say Sunshine was. They're not similar. That would be, as far as length is concerned and athleticism, but no, we've not seen anybody like that at all.
Coach, can you just comment on their style of play and kind of the energy that they bring and kind of what that does, as the opponent?
Talking about St. Jude?
Yeah.
They're, just like I said, they really get up and down the floor. Their bigs are athletic, which allows them to really push the ball up the floor, and they pass the ball well. And Rogers has he can play in or out, and we haven't seen him do what he did outside. On film we didn't see that, but as far as him playing with his back to the basket, he did a great job. And those guys, when they get a rebound, they get it up the floor quick because their bigs are so skilled. We hadn't seen bigs that were that skilled. We thought that Sunshine's bigs were skilled, but St. Jude's bigs were much more skilled, and it was tough for us to adjust to when you're getting back, and our guards are 5'11", 5'9", and 6 foot, and theirs are quick, and they've got big guys that can play guard as well. So it was a different type of team that we've seen.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season. We'll see you here next year.
Thank you.
Guys, congratulations.